looks like everybody's here. Good morning, class. How's everybody feeling?
Amazing.
Amazing.
I'm tired.
All right. So today's lesson, we are going to be doing a quirk assessment. So
It sounds.
What does that mean?
I can't do anything.
No, you'll be fine. Don't worry about
in
it.
the quirk assessment, we're going to be doing things like sit-ups, grip strength, ball throw, a 100-meter dash, and side steps, as well as other things.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Any
That should be
questions
easy.
about it?
So it's a physical assessment.
Yes, it is.
What if you don't have physical quirks?
That's perfectly fine. Just do the best of your ability.
Okay.
What happens
Any
if the
other
base of our
fail?
abilities, fail?
Oh, you don't have to worry about failing or quote unquote failing this. I mean, it's not like I'm going to kick out like the last person out of the school or anything. That would be ridiculous and quite frankly, what's the word?
Overkill?
Overkill. Yes.
I have a question.
So I would.
I have a
Yes.
question. Since I need it for my quirk, could I use my phone?
Well, if it will help out, then sure.
Okay, cool.
Because this is because quirks are involved in this assessment. If you need to use your quirks or have items with you that will help assist you with your quirk, then feel free to use them.
Okay.
Okay.
As long as they apply.
Sounds fun.
All right.
David.
Any other questions
Oh,
or
yes,
Alright.
yes, Alec.
I'm gonna use some. keys for
What's the
this.
limit on the equipment that
Okay.
we're allowed to use?
I'd say as long as it applies.
Okay.
All right. Is
I got another
there any more
question.
questions? Yes.
How long is this going to take?
It shouldn't take too long. It'll take up most of this class, but we'll still have time to go over some other things afterwards.
Cool.
Any more questions?
Random off-topic question. When are we gonna work on hero outfits?
That will be
Fizzy has
explained
been
more
talking about it.
afterwards.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
Teach, another random off-topic question. What about the class representatives?
that will
any
be-
more thoughts on that?
We'll talk about that more afterwards, but I can say that is coming up next lesson.
Okay.
Ooh.
David, that's gonna be you.
Wait,
Yeah,
but
no,
how will we
about it.
decide it? Or are you gonna mention that next lesson as well?
Probably votes.
That is correct, Mario.
Okay.
It's kind of obvious, dude.
Well, listen, we just
Yeah,
have
Mino.
we're gonna have a quirk assessment right now, so it could be
Yeah.
based on that.
It will be
That's a fair point.
based on votes. Let's see. Any more questions, or are we all ready to roll out?
I'm ready.
Should we just
Ready.
leave our
Ready,
backpacks
ready.
here?
Ready.
or
Just
something?
Yes,
walk
we're going
out
to leave our
slowly.
bags here.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Let's head out.
Yay! Woo, this is gonna be so much fun!
Bye.
I
Yeah,
hate
but
these
you-
doors.
All right, then, just bring your bag with you.
I have equipment with me, that's why.
Hmm.
In this world, superheroes have become a part of everyday society. The greatest have joined together to create the Super Six, the world's strongest heroes. But others have become villains, seeking to tear them apart. There are those, however, who only now begin their journey in a city of vigilantes. Many children possess powers and quirks, giving them a plethora of unique abilities that can be used for good or evil. Those who are talented enough attend Monarch Academy to hone their powers and learn how to be a hero. But will they? Welcome to My Hero Origins.
Great job, everybody. Well done on the quirk assessment. So I have our rankings.
That was good.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
I will say you all were ranked, but I won't.
Oh.
But I also will say not to pay the rankings too much attention. The rankings go in order from first to last. So at the top we have David,
Oh.
then Levi,
Nicely done.
Nice.
then we have Iris, Willow, Nico,
Yay!
Seek, Mari,
Hey.
Sapphire,
Woo!
Mino, Alec,
Woo.
Mario,
Okay.
Gracie, Casey, Mania, and Colin. Now, the reason why I say not to pay too much attention to these rankings is because in hero work, it is not about the rankings. And plus, you are all just starting out and you have plenty of opportunity to train further.
I have a question.
Yes?
But we're not in hero work, we're in school. So the rankings matter here.
We may be in school, but this is just a starter. This tells you what you need to improve upon, what you can improve upon, and what you need to do to get there.
Okay.
Teacher, one thing.
Mhm.
You say ranking doesn't matter in the hero world, but don't we literally have a ranking system for the top 5 heroes?
Makes a
Yes, we do. Those are symbols of hope and whatnot. They are at the top, but what I'm saying is that hero work isn't centered around rankings. Hero work, like what we discussed in our previous class, what being a hero is about. That's what it's about, not the rankings.
I have a question, TH.
Yes?
If you said not to pay attention to this stuff, then why the hell did you read it out to us like we're making a competition out of this?
It's kind of required.
Is it?
It's kind of required to mention them, the rankings and whatnot. But in my personal opinion, this is basically just the start of things, and you want to work towards your personal best. You want to do the most that you can do.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Also, teacher, one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You were testing us on our physical strength, right?
Yes.
Doesn't that kind of counterproductive, as some of our quirks aren't physical but actually like
Mental
manias who could actually
Knitters.
yeah, because
Mhm.
that doesn't really matter with quirks in a sense.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. This was mostly a physical kind of assessment and how your quirks work with physical, with your physical strengths and whatnot. However, we do have more opportunity to learn more about the mental strengths of your quirks and everything. We will be figuring out the application of quirks and how you can use them to apply to, well, everything you can.
Okay.
Again, this really is just a starter. Plus, that just means that we know where to place you in workouts and whatnot. It helps us figure out training regimens. Mm-hmm. You do have to have some sort of physical strength. I will emphasize that learning combat and whatnot, it's very useful.
Sensei, question?
Yes?
Is this workout like during class or something?
Oh, here we go.
Well, there will be trainings that take place during class.
Not more of it.
Told you.
What did
Two
you
people.
expect when you came to a hero school?
It was fine, Alec. You'll fine. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. It was fun after all.
So much working out.
Alec, look up. It's going to be just fine, okay? We'll figure out something that works for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's see. As for what's going on next class, well, I suggest, if you haven't done this already, start getting your hero costume designs ready.
Ooh,
I'm excited for
that one.
That's exciting.
Question.
So, yes.
Can I have a cape?
No capes.
No capes.
Well,
I heard a lot of heroes died because of capes.
Mm-hmm.
I really want a cape though.
Wouldn't your cape get shredded though?
Yeah, but I really want it.
It'd be a shredded
Really?
cape.
Keep.
Look
Yeah,
kind of
okay.
cool.
Hey, shredded capes are cool.
Exactly.
I mean, true, but you know.
What I say to that is that if it interferes with your quirk, you probably should not get a cape.
Okay, please anyway.
Oh.
I heavily recommend not to, or to
Can you just take
maybe
no
if
for
you
an
have
answer and
a
just take
cape.
the fact that you're not allowed to have a cape. You can try it if you want.
You can try it if you
Are you a teacher?
learn to work around it.
It's common sense,
Perhaps,
you know.
but you will have to try to learn how to work around it outside of class as well. Maybe start with a cape that's the same size as your sweater.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Anyway, so the costumes will be tailored to amplify your abilities and weaken their drawbacks. So the look, however, is all up to you. What the look of the costume will do is present an image of yourself. It will hopefully tell people what you're about, what your theme is, or what you mean to the people, or what you want to mean to the people. The same principle also applies to hero names as well. Those will also be required, so if you have any thoughts about what your hero name might be, I'd suggest start thinking about it right now.
Ooh, I have a good
A
one.
lot of pressure.
These aren't
Flower
necessarily
girl,
set
girl,
in stone.
tree hugger, nope.
These aren't necessarily set in stone. This is only the first year, so you still have more opportunity to figure this out. And hero costumes do change over the years. I remember my first hero costume. It was not very practical.
Did it have a
So
cape?
don't.
Another thing.
Yeah, I'll take that as a yes.
Will the school be
Restricting the
helping
cape.
us create these costumes, or?
Oh, absolutely. You can depend on the school to produce the hero costumes and whatnot. You just need to make sure to submit the design, and
So
you should be good to
we
go.
need to draw them or like describe them.
Draw, describe, either one. If you don't have any description or whatnot, the school will provide you one based on what their observations are
Who do we give the
and
drawing
what they
to?
read, but you can hand them up to me, and then I will go ahead and turn them in.
Okay.
Can we like email them to you?
Oh, absolutely. I'll make sure to forward them to the support equipment
Okay,
department.
that makes it easier for me.
That saves time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. So, again, this is just like the first year. You still have plenty of opportunity to grow and change and whatnot. But when you think about your hero names, just remember that these are what sets you apart from everybody else. And they should bring a reassurance to the people and be able to spook the criminals, hopefully.
Gamer.
Metal boy.
Yeah.
Obviously not.
I'll just say, for example, my hero name Mood Swing. I don't think anybody wants to deal with a mood swing. So
Aye.
Heard quite a few stories from you now, so they're something I don't.
I bet the village
No.
must be experiencing quite a mood when you came around.
Sensei, can we end the class now, please?
Yeah.
Thanks, before I jump
Yes.
out the window.
class is about over. You maybe
Just seat your pants
you may
again, you
feel
won't
free
get
to
hurt.
move on to your next class.
Shut up, you.
All right, have a great day.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Okay.
Oh.
Good night, Sensei.
Keep moving, metal boy.
I guess you could be the real Iron Man.
Okay, I must say that was pretty metal right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that Iron Man thing within the episode because it's actually funny.
He came out of
it's not
nowhere.
even